Hello, welcome to this short video on academic integrity. Academic integrity, sometimes called academic honesty, is a set of principles or values that all students, staff, and researchers at the university are expected to follow. These principles are closely tied to those of good academic practice and are all to do with how you learn and study at university. Following these principles will help to ensure that all work produced at the university is trustworthy. What we mean by this is that you are, for example, expected to produce your own work, you are expected to write in your own words, and you are expected to acknowledge through correctly citing and referencing whenever you have used the work of others. Following these principles will help you avoid any instances of academic misconduct. Now, some of these principles may seem obvious. For example, you are expected to produce your own work, so you cannot get someone else to write your work for you. That much is obvious, but how about getting someone to proofread your work? If someone proofreads your work and makes changes to your work, this could be an example of collusion. And then there is writing in your own words. Again, this may seem obvious, but what about using quotes? If you use a quote, you are not using your own words. This doesn't mean that you cannot use quotes, but it does mean that you have to acknowledge when you do use a quote and reference it correctly. Also, it is not always a good idea to use too many quotes in your work, as this can break up the flow of what you are writing. Instead of quoting, consider paraphrasing, changing a quote into your own words while retaining the original meaning. In your work, you are expected to draw upon evidence to support your arguments, and you are expected to fully and accurately reference this evidence. Correct referencing will help avoid any charges of plagiarism. The referencing style used for most assignments at the university is Cite Them Right Harvard, although some courses may use a different style. For more information on referencing and on which style you will be using, please see the referencing pages on the Skills for Learning webpage, or sign up for a referencing workshop. For more information on how to write an assignment, try signing up for one of our academic writing workshops. You can find details of the workshops on the Skills for Learning web pages at www.wlv.ac.uk/skills. Thank you.